Welcome back to the channel, guys, and welcome back to another video in the Renault 5 Turbo series. In today's video, I'm going to update you on the progress. We started doing some welding, we're cutting the seals out and we're making headway and we're cracking on. If you're new to the channel and you like learning about cars, salvage, spraying, detailing and all other related stuff, hit the subscribe button. Loads of content for you guys and loads more coming up. Let's crack on. Right, let's show you where we've got to. So far, welded in the bumper hanger bit there, and where I had the missing bit of arch, we've managed to piece a couple of bits in and weld that up. It's an absolute nightmare, keep blowing holes and stuff. So I've got a couple of little pinholes up here to sort of sort out, but we're solid. And then the same down here, trying to make this up. It's been an absolute nightmare. We started cutting out the seal down there. Just had to wait for me drill bits, me spot weld drill bits, and then we can dig all this out and make that right. But so far, so good. We'll crack on, give you an update in a bit. Right, been making some progress. We're now having in a seal. We're just cutting the new seal, getting ready to sort of splice it in. We'll pop back in a bit of an update. But we're getting there. We now have metal underneath the car, bumper hanger, rear arch bit, and down there. And we've done the other side as well. Bumper hanger's all on. Yeah, we'll get cracking on this side after, but we'll come back with an update in a bit. I'm going to mock these seals up, get it taped up, marked up, get ready to splice them both together. We didn't bother going up the top. This is actually solid, just a bit of surface there. We're going to clean up the front, it's all solid there, so it's no point us coming all the way around, replacing all this, upsetting everything. So the inner seal's all good up to here, and then we're going to splice, put them both on, measure them up, tape them, cut through both and splice the seal on all the way down there. But yeah, we'll see you in a bit with some more progress. Morning, guys, it's the next day. We've been making some progress. Show you what we've been up to. We now have a seal fitted. And on the other side, we started cutting out the seal and the inner seal, and we just got to finish cutting the inner seal and getting it ready. Over the front here on this one, unlike the other side, this part of the seal had started going through, so we're going to repair that and cut all this out. Take that off, clean all the seam sealer off there so we can access it. The front corner of the inner seal is shot pretty much, but up to here the rest of it's solid, and you can see it goes along here a bit shitty, so we're going to cut that out. But then from there back is pretty much good and clean. So still got quite a bit to get through. What I have worked out is welding Renault 5s is not easy. It's, in all honesty, this passenger side, it's been a lot easier, and it seems like it was a lot, not far, thick is the wrong word, but it weren't blowing through, managing to get proper welds and stuff. It was a lot easier than the driver's side for some reason. I don't know why, but I managed to get through and get that done. And just to let you all know, I'm not no pro welder. Years ago I had a play with a welder a few times and that was it, and I ended up, I bought that welder and I've sort of re-taught myself to weld, so I am, well, a proper amateur at welding. I've had some advice and some help off my friends, but everything I've welded has, you know, seemed fine, and they've given it a destruction test and what have you. So yeah, by no means, I'm not a pro welder, but I can get by. It's not the prettiest. Ground back all the welds and what have you. I mean, there's no pigeon shit, as you'd call it. But what I did find, this is a nightmare. Welding new metal to old Renault, it may as well be as thick as a bloody Rizzler. That's what it seems like. But I dialed in the settings on the welder, and we've managed to make it work the best we can, and it's working, it's having it. So I'm going to carry on with this side and try and get this one prepped and ready and cut out. The jacking point's fine, the jacking point over here is fine. So I'm going to carry on cutting the inner seal. It's a shame because I didn't want to disturb, I'd like to replace the whole lot, but I don't want to disturb. This is all the inner seal, comes all the way up, and the inner seal replacements you buy is like a half seal. I didn't want to disturb all of the floor and everything, because as you can see, that's all fine. I don't want to have that coming up into the car. It's not worth messing it all up for the sake of it. So we'll remove what we need to remove down the bottom, and then we'll repair and replace all the other bits, and then put the other seal on and start getting it ready, and then I can move on to the next bits. So it's very long-winded. I'm going to try not to put a load of time lapse in this one. I'll cut back once we've made some progress, and we'll go from there and I'll give you an update. So yeah, we'll see you in a bit. Well, update time. I've made quite a bit of progress. I've been on my own today, so it's been a hell of a lot harder than it has been with my mate helping me. But I managed to cut this out, put the inner seal on, and the outer seal, I've just spotted it on for the moment. I haven't continuously jointed it. Still quite a bit of work left to do. It's not easy. All the front bits replaced around here. All of this area here is all covered in seam sealer all the way down, so you won't see none of that. So I'll grind all the spot welds back, finish it. I'm still not finished, obviously, it's only spotted on. I'll finish up, and that's going to be all recovered in seam sealer, so that's all done and good. Managed to get the majority of it done. Excuse the noise, someone's revving a car outside. But that was hard work, especially doing it on your own. But we're making good progress. I'm really happy. We're glad to get this welding done and start getting it ready to paint it. But we're getting there slowly but surely. Welding is not my forte, as I said earlier, but yeah, I'm doing all right. We're getting by. It's not too bad. I'll just be glad to see it's all sorted out. This is doing me nothing now. I've got a little hole there to sort out. We'll patch that up, piece that in. So I'm quite happy. And then I can move on to the other stuff. What I did find down here, this is a very soft. So what I may well do is, I mean, it's not terrible. I've pushed a little hole in the corner. There's a lot. I've picked up seam sealer. Seam sealer's in there as well, but yeah, as you can hear. So I'm going to have to cut that, put a little plate in. I've started digging in here on this plate that someone put in. This is getting cut out, and I'm going to make that nice, put that right. But yeah, I mean, in general, for its age, this is all we can find. The spring wasn't even bad. We had like a little bit of crud here, and that was literally it. But it's solid. There's nothing worth doing now. It looks bad at the minute because I've put a load of filler in and sanded it down just to sort of smooth the reveal out. Basically, when I do take screens out, because of the spot welds, where you sand everything off, I like to skim it, block that dead smooth, and then when you primer it, you've got a nice even surface to put the screen back in with. But yeah, I mean, in general, for how old this is and how bad I was expecting it to be, I'm really quite happy, to be honest. And for someone that's like a amateur welder doing all of this, it's all right. It's not too bad. So I reckon over this weekend I've got a few bits to do to pick up, and obviously we're all worrying about what Boris is going to say. Whether we're going to go into lockdown and things like that. So if things go well and I can still get out and about, I'm going to pick up another car, and if you follow us on Instagram, you'll see a little sneak peek picture that I put up coming soon. I bought a Sierra Sapphire RS Cosworth, so you'll be seeing that soon. But I want to get the Renault done. My problem is in here, I haven't got the room, so I need to get this sort of rolling and moving about and fit other jobs in, which is a nightmare. So I'm gunning for it, try and get the welding done, and then I can drag it out, clean up, start getting ready. But yeah, I've been busy trying to fit this in and all my normal stuff. We've also gone out and bought Focus ST, new shape, 14 plate I think it is, plus my other bits that I've got in the yard still. So we've got quite a few coming up, quite a few jobs to do. The Cosworth, no welding, no nothing like that, it's all done, it's all fine. That's looking like it's a bad paint job and it's going to need a full respray, so we'll drag that in after this. So I'm hoping to make a lot of headway on a Renault over this weekend, as well as collecting some bits and bobs. And yeah, we'll come back and I'll give you an update as soon as I've made some more progress, really. Keep an eye out on the Instagram. If you're not on the Instagram, the links are in the description. Thanks for watching. If you're new, hit the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next one. Oh, and wash your hands, stay safe from this COVID-19 stuff. See you later.